So, my name's Haley, and today I'm going to be drawing a hummingbird. If you are watching this video and you do not know what a hummingbird is a bird, of course, and it is a small bird, and it has a longer beak than a normal bird would have. It's the smallest bird in the world, like I said, and there's a bunch of species, and why it's called a hummingbird is because it's a bird, of course, and why it's the hum in there is because when they flap their wings so fast that you could actually hear it. It makes a humming sound, so that's why they call it a hummingbird. And if you're asking what they eat, they can eat nuts, spiders on webs, I believe leaves, and lots and lots, I think, of other things. How they gain energy is from sweet flowers and other things. But how they do it is because they have these long tongues, and what they do with their tongues is to collect the nectar, I believe. The nectar, the juicy part of the thing that's in the flower. I believe it's called nectar. And that gives them more energy. If it has a little bit of that sweetness, it will not suck it with the tongue. So the first part that I'm going to be drawing of the bird is what? Well, before we go on to the bird part, if you're asking why this part is on my lip, because when I was at school, I bumped into another kid's head, and this is what that happened. So I might be talking more weird some days when we do the videos. So now we're going to be drawing the hummingbird. The first part that we're going to be drawing of the hummingbird is the beak. One thing is because the beak is almost the hardest because you have to get the length right. So this is how long you do the beak, I believe, that long. Make sure it's not like bended, really. There, that long. Pretty sure it's that long. And then you can do like that, and then you can do there. Make sure it's not too big, but if you want to actually see the bird a little bit better, you can make the bird bigger. Now, if you wonder why I'm doing it a little bit longer, it's because of the wings. I'll get my eraser. It's because of the tail of the bird. So we're going to be making these bumps almost like a hill. It's just way longer. There. And another thing that I tell you is if we ever go too fast in the video, you could always slow down. Now before we go to the next part, you can either just do another line there or just go like that. Now if you want to, you don't have to do this. You could put like a little nose hole, but you don't have to do that. The next part we're going to be doing is the feathers on the belly part of the bird. And then the eye. You don't have to do the eye like this. I'm just doing the eye like it because that's how I know how to draw a hummingbird. You could do it either like this, if you want to do it a real hummingbird, or you could do it like this. But you could do it any way you want. This is just the way that I'm gonna do it. So, and then we're gonna be doing the wings. The same thing, just it's a little bit more longer. This is a little bit more longer than there. Now we're gonna be doing another bump behind it so it can actually look like it's almost flying. Now I'm gonna be doing a line there, a little bit higher, there, there, there. If you want to, you could do that. See, now it looks like that there's two wings. Now we're gonna be working on the leg part. Now you can do it like that, or the other way where I was gonna do it, like this. But you can do it if you want to. You can do it any way you want to. So this is how the hummingbird is so far. Now we're going to be coloring the hummingbird. I believe that this is an orange. You're going to be using an orange for the beak. You don't have to do an orange, you could do a yellow too, because there's certain different types of hummingbirds, like I said. Now you don't have to do the second part. You could just do the belly color. It's purple. It's okay if you don't have the same brand, but this is how you get it from. So okay. So this is the purple. It's a darker purple, but it's purple. Now we're gonna be using that purple right here. We're gonna be doing it like that, so it almost looks like a feather part. Not like a real hummingbird, but we need to make sure that we do the texture of the, like feathers. So there. Now you can keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Do it a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go to another color that's a little bit closer, just lighter color of purple. If that ever happens, you can always get a sharpener or pause the video and then get a sharpener and then do that. Doing a lighter purple, and we're just going to be doing that. Now if you think this is the only thing we're going to be doing for the color, we're not going to do it another video. What we're going to be doing is we're going to finish this video, I believe, and that is the color. Now, even if this is a darker purple, this is another purple that I think would be pretty nice to use. And we're going to only use it a little bit because we need to go on to the next color. There. Now, the next color I would like to use is this pink. We're not going to be using that yet. We have to use the darker pink because it will work with the color thing, I'm pretty sure. Now, we're not going to be doing this a lot, because we have another color to do for the belly of the bird. Now the second color we're going to be using is this lighter. It also works. We're going to be doing this a lot. But then we're going to go on to a really dark color. Even if it doesn't work with the rhythm, it's still going to be pretty beautiful, I think. Then we're going to be using this blue for this hummingbird. Then we're going to go on to a darker blue, I guess. This blue. You might not be able to see it, but it's a darker blue, and this is how you get it. That's what it is. No, but that's the color of it. Now, it doesn't matter if you don't have the colors that you need to have. It's okay if you don't have the colors that you need to get. But the next color I would like to be using is this green. It's not It's not the rhythm of it, but it's a dark green. Lighter than the green that I thought I was going to use, but it's still okay. Now we're going to be using this lighter green. This is the green that I was going to use earlier. And you can see that this is green is either lighter or it might get a little bit confusing because it's almost the same. You can see by that, but it's not. As you can see here. Now we're going to be doing the wings. I like to use this color and this color for that. We're going to be using like the oranges that we use or like that. Some orange right there, and then a dark, and then like a pinkish. We're gonna go to pink, and then a darker pink, and then an even darker pink. There, and now for the last color that we're going to be using is the same orange that we use for the beak and a little bit of the wing for that. And that is how you draw a hummingbird. And if you can draw, you can write your name down here. And you can write your name down here. So if anyone wants to take a picture of this drawing, they'll know that whoever drew this one was you, the person who wrote their name down.